They want to replace every single white British person with someone from God knows where. It's no longer England then. And the reason the streets are not safe for men or women in England, the reason there is stabbing in England, the reason there are watches being stolen in England, the reason London's a shithole is because of migration. It's not about being racist. It's about sitting and saying, okay, there is a problem with the black youth in London. Most black people will admit that. As for the show Adolescence, that's a psyop. And the reason it's a psyop is because masculinity is directly under attack, because it's masculinity that's going to resist the enslavement that's coming from the United Kingdom and most of the Western world. Let's actually cut the bullshit for 5 seconds. People are dying in England, and the reason the streets are not safe for men or women in England, the reason there is stabbing in England, the reason there are watches being stolen in England, the reason London's a shithole is because of migration. That's the bottom line. So what do? They come and say, oh, look at this little white boy, this little white native English kid who's a problem. Because Andrew Tate highlights the real issue. They don't want to fix the issue. They want to assassinate the man who highlights the issue. That's what they want to do. They don't want to fix the symptoms of the disease. They want to kill the doctor for telling everyone there's a cancer. They want to get rid of me. I make it very clear. If you look up any of the people who have been stabbing and killing below the age of 15, they're either brown like me or black. I'm not racist, I'm brown. I'm saying look at the skin color. They find the whitest kid in the world and put him on Adolescence, and then blame me and his white father. This doesn't happen. This is a psyop. It is a deliberate psyop. Since when does a Netflix show get the prime minister and the parliament and the whole matrix system behind it trying to push it out there to everybody? Why? Because they're going to try and convince the people at home that the native people of the UK, the people who have a right to their land, the people whose grandfathers died in a ditch to protect that land, they're going to try and convince you that you are the problem, while opening up the border to people from God knows where with no passports, from war zones, who turn up with criminal intent. And they're going to try and say they're not the problem, you are. We need more migration. They want to replace every single white British person with someone from God knows where. It's no longer England then. And to do this is part of it. If you mention these things, like I am doing right now, you will catch a criminal conviction. They will put you in jail. What I am saying now is a criminal case, and I know it, and they can't stand that I don't give a fuck. Add it to the list of criminal convictions. Put me back in jail, I don't care. Because they're trying to scare everyone into not pointing out the pertinently obvious. Everybody knows what I'm saying is true. Everyone knows this is psyop. But people just shut up to pay their bills and think, maybe it'll be okay in the end. Because the Matrix pushes these things to the top. It's like celebrities. None of these celebrities, and no one gives a shit about these people. Let me give you an example. Michelle Obama just launched a podcast. I thought Michelle Obama was loved. Didn't you? Everyone loves Michelle Obama. She's Michelle Obama. She's great. She launches a podcast on YouTube. No one watches it. She gets like 10,000 views. I thought Michelle Obama was loved. No, the Matrix pushes her to the front, pushes her to the top, tries to convince you she's loved. That's what they do. They look at things and they choose the narrative. If you say things they don't like me, they ban you. If you say things they do like, they push you to the top. If I was pro-transsexual and pro-immigration and all these crazy things, I'd be the most popular person in the world. They'd put me everywhere. So they deliberately rig the algorithm to try and convince everybody that this show is worth watching, because there's a big problem in the UK. There's a huge problem in the UK with young white boys walking around with knives stabbing each other. I'm sure you've seen it. It's young white kids. So it's all the young white kids in London stabbing each other. You've seen that, right? I'm half black, half white. This is just obvious. It's not about being racist. It's about sitting and saying, okay, there is a problem with the black youth in London. Most black people will admit that.